Hey guys, this is Sean, the ATL Rideshare guy here. Today I want to talk about one of our favorite seasons of the year, tax season. Yeah, I know. It's almost here, guys, and we are all going to have to deal with it. A couple of things that I have learned over the years, guys, a couple of things that I would recommend. Number one, you've heard me talk about it before many times. Guys, you have to treat this like a business, all right? You're not an Uber driver or a Lyft driver. You are a rideshare business owner. And once you have that mentality, it's going to change a lot of things for you. One thing that I would definitely recommend, some kind of software, guys, to keep track of your mileage. You know, your car is your biggest investment. It is your number one investment, and the number one tax deduction doing ride sharing that you're going to be able to take from your income taxes obviously is your car. So there are a couple of ways you can do this. There are all kinds of software programs out there that will help you keep track of your mileage. It'll do it for you. You know, there's probably half a dozen of them. I'm not going to take up time here to go through all of them, but they're all pretty much the same. You know, you can go online, take a look at them, decide if one's right for you, and do it. Or you can just do it the old-fashioned way. You know, you can write it down, whatever. But guys, it is very important. You got to start keeping records. You got to start keeping those records not only for taxes but for your business. The way I did my business is I actually formed an LLC for my rideshare business. Now, you know, it was right for me, guys. It may or may not be right for you. It's something you need to look into. But it was definitely right for me. Now, although I have a degree in accounting and finance, I am not going to sit here and give you guys tax advice, because everybody's situation is different and everybody is different, and what I do is certainly not going to work for everybody or anybody. So, but the one thing I want you to, one of the things I want you to get out of this is, guys, you got to start keeping records. You got to start now for next year. You know, whatever you have now, that's what you got to work with for 2017. But for 2018, start now, guys. If you're not doing it, you got to start doing it. All right. And I know it's a pain in the ass. I do it. It's a pain in mine too. But if you want to get the maximum tax deductions for your vehicle, you got to keep track of. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do that as well. Number one, and again, I'm not here to give anybody tax advice, but number one, the IRS will allow you to take a standard deduction for using your vehicle for business. I believe it's 52 cents a mile right now. Guys, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's over 50 cents per mile. So what you would do is you will take whatever mileage you declare that you're using that car for business, for the rideshare business, multiply that by that per mile amount, and that's going to give you your deduction amount that you can deduct from your taxes. Or you can do it the other way. You can say you're going to itemize those deductions, and you're going to have to add all that stuff up, come up with a number, and say this is what I spent on my vehicle, and this is what I'm going to deduct from it. Now, keep in mind, guys, if by whatever chance you're audited by the IRS, you are going to have to provide some documentation, no matter which method you use to depreciate your vehicle. You're gonna, if you take the standard deduction times the mileage times the amount, then if on the chance that you are audited, you are going to have to provide some sort of documentation that shows how many miles you drove that car for business. You're going to have to substantiate that number somewhere, somehow. And number two, if you do it the other way that we talked about, then you are going to have to come up with those receipts. If you say you spent $5,000, for instance, on oil changes and repairs and maintenance and whatever on your vehicle, then you're going to, if you are audited, then you are going to have to be able to substantiate that number in some shape, form, or fashion. So keep all that in mind. And guys, you know, if you had a lot of repairs, if you have an older vehicle, you know, you may come out better itemizing. If you have a fairly newer vehicle, which most of us do, driving for Lyft or Uber, you're probably not going to have a substantial amount of repairs. However, you know, guys, you just got to take a look at it and see which way it's going to, you know, calculate it both ways and see which way is going to work best for you. Keep in mind, guys, if you itemize things like car washes, and if you spend money, spend money on whether you do it yourself and you buy the materials or whether you take it to a car wash, all of those expenses are that's part of maintaining your business. So it is a business expense and it is a deductible. Okay, all repairs and maintenance. Things like, you know, your phone, your cell phone, that's deductible because you're using that for your business. Anything that you buy for the car, guys, you know, anything that you spend for your business is going to be deductible. However, again, you got to make sure that you keep receipts, you keep records, so that on the outside chance that you are audited, you will have some documentation to substantiate what you submitted to the IRS. So, guys, I mean, it can be thousands of dollars. Okay, it is going to be one of your biggest deductions. So, you know, I mean, you got to really take care of this, guys. And guys, if you keep the questions coming, guys, I always enjoy hearing from you. Don't forget my website, that website, atlrideshareguys.com. You can also email me at Shawn, SHAWN, at rideshareguys.com. Guys, love hearing from you. Hope this helps a little bit. If you have any specific questions, feel free to contact me and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Okay? All right, you guys be safe out there and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.